we are discussing, I'll bring you forward how Indian Air Force's fighter squadrons are now being upgraded or new numbers are being added. But there are several hurdles. Key point, the Tejas Mark 1A Alpha. Now, the Tejas Mark 1A deliveries were to start in March 2024. 2 years, more than 2 years down the line, not a single plane has to be delivered. 83 of the planes are to be made by public sector Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Last week, the Ministry of Defence asked the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited to carry out the shortcomings or complete the shortcomings which the IAF or the Indian Air Force has pointed out in those jets. There are some shortcomings which the Indian Air Force has said are non-negotiable. Key point is that the HAL is yet to integrate the radar completely with the plane. Without the integration of the radar and its mechanics, working mechanics means that the beyond visual range missiles also cannot be fired with accuracy. At the moment, some tests have been done for the missiles and also the radars, but it has not reached the level which the Indian Air Force desires. So the Ministry of Defence at a review meeting last week chaired by the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh asked the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited to complete these technical shortcomings. Now, my sources in the Indian Air Force say the plane may not be ready for delivery over the next 3-4 months also. Though the Ministry of Defence wants that the plane should be delivered by the end of this calendar year. And also, speaking from the HAL's perspective, there are almost 20 of the airframes ready. 6 of the airframes have engines from the General Electric F404 engine. Now these 20 airframes are ready. The deliveries have been delayed because of also because of the engines. The supply of engines of the General Electric have been delayed. So far only 6 engines have come. The HAL has 20 fighter jets ready, but the engines are not there. However, as I told you at the start of the program, the plane also has shortcomings which the IAF wants to be removed before it is inducted. This is the status of the Tejas Mark 1A. Also, in the past few days, there have been developments on the 5th generation fighter jet. Pakistan has literally taken lead in this aspect. Pakistan has signed an agreement with the Chinese to make or acquire the J-35, the Chinese 5th generation fighter jet. Pakistan already has a tie-up with Turkey for the project called the KAAN, K-A-A-N, for making the 5th generation fighter jet. Now, India also has taken 2 routes. One, have an indigenous advanced medium combat aircraft, a 5th generation plane. It has given out RFP or asked 3 consortiums to provide a bid to make prototypes of the advanced medium combat aircraft. All 3 are in the private sector. India has for the first time given such a contract to a private sector outside the public sector, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, which has so far been making military planes for India. Now comes the point, the second aspect of the Indian 5th generation fighter aircraft program. India is looking for a stopgap arrangement that my sources in the Ministry of Defence say is on the table. There are several options, which includes the Russian Sukhoi 57. Without these 5th generation fighter jets, analysts believe that Pakistan may have an edge in 5th generation warfare. A 5th generation plane is defined by its latest technology, including stealth, ability to communicate data from ground and other sensors at very high speed, and data includes voice, pictures and videos. Also, the stealth plane is not caught or seen by the ground-based radars. You need aerial radars. That means the enemy will have to put up several aerial platforms to catch that 5th generation plane, and those aerial platforms will be under threat from ground-based surface to air missiles. So India's fighter jet program has 2 phases now. The Tejas Mark 1A deliveries, which the IAF says can be accepted only once the technical parameters are met. Ministry of Defence is pushing HAL to make it quickly. After the 83 Tejas are made, the Ministry of Defence has already started or given a contract to HAL to make another 97 of Tejas Mark 1A. The 5th generation fighter jet is coming up, as I told you earlier at the start of the program. The 5th generation fighter jet also has 2 clauses further. The AMCA will have 2 types of engines. One, the first phase of the AMCA, or the first batch of the AMCA, will have the F414 engine from General Electric. The technical parameters of the General Electric's contract or the JV with the HAL are complete. The commercial tendering or the commercial discussions are on, and it is expected to be finalized within this year. The second aspect of the second phase of the AMCA, the second version of the AMCA, will have a more powerful 120 kilonewton engine, which French engine maker Safran is making with HAL. Prime Minister Modi was in France yesterday, where Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri told the media that there was a discussion about several platforms with France, and Make in India is a reality which we will want a Make in India kind of process to be done in India for all research and new products. By research, though Mishri did not spell it out, sources say that the research is about the engine, the Safran Hal engine to be made for the 5th generation fighter jet. As we keep on assessing these requirements of the Indian Air Force, we'll keep on updating the story. With me is Tribune photographer Mukesh Agrawal.